Alright. I think we're finally good. I'm gonna move this over here. Hold on. Don't give me problems. Thank you. Oh my goodness.
Pog. Just us three?
Others are joining soon. Alright. Before we get down to business, I need to know how is everything right now.
You sound fine.
Pog.
What about the stream? Does everyone sound alright?
I'll go check and give you some.
Because we got so much to discuss and only 2 hours to do it.
Alright.
And I send
Everything's good.
I sent everything else out, so we should be getting folks here soon.
Nope, everything's good.
Alright. Now, one quick question. Does the audio sound better now than how it was before, or is it still the same? Was like you can hear an echo?
It sounds better.
Sweet! Beat that TSS! I fixed it!
Oh my god.
Listen, I watched the pod when they did the Any Poke Bros and Pokepod thing, and I got called out. So I had to make sure everything's fixed now. So there you go, TSS. You're watching this, I fixed it. Anyways. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are finally back. 2020 has ended. But the thing that still exists for the time being.
It's sad.
But hopefully we can finally get over. Hopefully that will end within the next few months. I hope so. I think we all hope so. We want to get back to normality. Because I'm gonna be damn honest, I'm getting sick and tired of hanging out with these bastards every day of the week.
Wow.
Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the PokeChat Live Deluxe version. Or PokeChat Live, DX, whatever you want to call us. Obviously I have guests. I'm not gonna bother saying the names because you got. Nah, I'm just kidding. But nah, if I'm gonna do this right, I gotta do this right. Hello, everybody. My name is Gongomes, and here with me I have is Alex and Xanolith.
Hi, everybody. What is up?
Now, one more thing I need to answer. I know I'm asking so many questions, but I need to know how's the music itself? Is it loud? Is it quiet? Is it good? Is it bad?
It's fine. I checked the stream, Carlos.
Thank you. You deserve the $5.
Yes! Well, let's go!
Anyways, folks, we're expecting other people to join us soon. But in the meantime, we're going to talk about the mundane stuff to keep you all quailed up before the others get here. So, with that said, though, we can probably jump into probably one of our topics because we got a lot. And I mean a lot to discuss.
Yeah, we got a lot.
And So yeah, I think I got the formality all set up. So for this week's this Saturday's PokeChat Live Deluxe, we're gonna be discussing a lot of things. Mainly, for the brief time, we're gonna be talking about Pokemon Snap, the DP rumored remakes. We're gonna talk about the opening. We're going to talk about the Dracovish episode, and we're going to talk about the newest episode, so... Hang on. Alright, so apparently they can't hear me now. Okay, hang on. Why is he signing with his laptop? I'm just gonna start talking. Just exit it. Alright, hang on, hang on. Alright. Alright, hang on, hang on. We're coming back soon. Hello?
You're back. Hey,
Is it good now?
Yeah.
For now.
Alright, because right... Okay, I need to ask a quick question, because this thing's saying the stream couldn't install up... I don't care about that. Okay, someone check real quick the stream. How does it look? Because, like, right now it says the stream set is poor right now.
Alright, Xander, that's your job.
I'll check.
Wait, well, hold on, my YouTube's being dumb. Well, alright, stream is working fine.
Okay, so we're still fine. Okay, then.
We are good.
Alright, good. Yeah, no. Oh, someone's online! Someone's about to come online. Motherfucker.
Great.
Alright, so we can't wait for any longer, okay? Let's get down to the topics. Now, of course, and right as we're about to start, the boy finally joins.
What's up?
Hey!
It's Trey!
You're actually here for one, for fuck's sake.
What's good?
You're on time, though, actually, because we were just about to begin.
Alright, nice.
Alright, so our first topic for today is Pokemon Snap. A spin-off game that I guarantee you not many people don't have a... Well, not a remake, more like a sequel to it, which... I'm gonna say this right now. Now, y'all let me have this moment. I grew up with Pokemon Snap. I loved Snap. Granted, it's a simple concept, but that simple concept worked because you get to do also the fun ways to make Pokemon do stuff. Ironic, isn't it? Anyways, so for me, Pokemon Snap to me has always had a special place in my heart because I grew up with this game along with Stadium to some degree. So, seeing new Pokemon Snap, mind you, I just have one question. What the fuck's up with the Meganium?
Oh, that thing was gorgeous, actually.
You as a Meganium hater?
Yeah, it was amazing.
Okay, no, hold on. Let me rephrase. The reason I say this is because in Pokemon Snap, there is actually a storyline. Todd is trying to get a picture of Mew because in the opening credits, you see Todd trying to catch a picture of Mew, but he couldn't because it was going too fast. So the whole storyline was basically like you have to unlock different locations to get to the Cloud Island to take a picture of Mew. That's why I'm kind of questioning this. It's like, is the Meganium the main... No, nothing against Meganium, but like it feels like a downgrade from Mew.
Maybe. I think it says something about, like, this phenomenon where they, like, I don't know, they glow, but there's no, like, other things about it, so I have no idea.
Yeah, I mean, we really don't know much about new Pokemon Snap at this point.
Wait, actually, no, there's something pretty new in it that was never in the first Pokemon Snap. You can play as a female. I mean, I don't think any of us care, but...
Hey, it's 2021.
Gender equality, you know, like...
Yeah.
There's a new professor and professor assistant as well.
Yeah.
Sure, you don't get any ideas.
Oh, you already know he has the ideas.
Ah, Trey.
Ideas of what?
You know full well.
No, I was just saying we got two new characters.
Are you sure that's all you want to say?
Yeah. No, I have something I want to say.
Go ahead.
Pokemon. Look at me. How does a spin-off game where you take pictures look a million times better than the main series?
Okay, that's it. Let me just kick him out.
I agree with him.
Okay, let me just kick you guys out.
No, Trey, Santa. This game has like 200 Pokemon, doesn't have battles, they don't have all this other stuff they gotta do, so it makes a lot more sense for the Pokemon to look better in this game than Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Because the
In
whole...
an ideal world, Pokemon Sword and Shield would look this way, but because of cringy fans and stuff, they were rushed to get out the game by November 2019.
Yeah, I don't understand. Like,
Because
they have
of fans,
time.
trading cards, and the anime, all these deadlines, they have to get out the game in time for November 2019. Now, that is not them slacking off on Sword and Shield and doing better than Snap. It's just they didn't have the time to make Sword and Shield look that good.
Yeah, I know. I completely understand why Sword and Shield looks the way it does. Like, that's never.
And even still, Sword and Shield still looks good.
I don't say that. Sword and Shield still looks fine. I'm just saying, like, it just looks bad when you're releasing this. And then you're, like, people, no matter what you say, people are going to compare the graphics to Sword and Shield. That's just how, like,
I would very much like to remind us all what Alex said before. It is kind of valid, though, because, unfortunately, the main series games are unfortunately tied to, like, a traditional release. Whereas, like, Pokemon Snap, I think, was in the works for, like, a year now. And now it's about to come out in, like, a few months from now. You can tell... Now, this isn't dissing Sword and Shield, because I'm a big fan of Sword and Shield's designs. Granted, the tree still bothers me. Not really.
Tree.
No, not tree. I mean tree, okay?
Yes.
And also, this the one that said I'm giving Snap. This game is all about the beauty, like the beauty of the Pokemon. Like you're basically like a bird watcher for Pokemon.
Yeah.
So they have to look nice. They have to have like one thing I hope they bring back. Which I think they will because it was a main feature. It was part of the features, the original one. I hope we get the apples and the Pestro balls again.
Oh yeah, they are doing a new type of. I don't remember, but I saw the Austin Plays video on this, but they're basically introducing a new fruit that you can throw that replaces the apple.
Boo! No, fuck you, Snap, too. Okay, fuck you. I hate you now. You got rid of the apples. I love throwing the apples at Pikachu's fucking stupid-ass face. No, I'm just kidding, though. I'll still buy the game out. The one thing I hope, though, which I think they will do, is, like, I hope there's, like, little puzzles you got to do to, like, get the Pokemon into, like, a specific, setting.
Yeah.
Like, I remember in the tunnel level, you gotta take pictures of Pikachu for it to ride on an electrode.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll boost you, like, the points you will get by the end of the level.
There's like Pokemon Snap. I've never played it, but it seems like there's so much cool stuff you can do.
Personally, it's not something I'm picking. I've never played Snap before. I'm not going to be picking this up just because I don't have the money to.
Oh yeah, I'm not buying the game, so I want to save up for the end.
Okay, you guys are a bunch of jerks.
I might download.
Yeah, though it's $50, but I'm saving up for my PlayStation 5 when I can eventually get that whenever life gives it to me.
I'm just saving up for the Switch Pro whenever that comes out, because you know what it is.
Listen, you son of a bitch.
It's just there's no announcement for it yet, but it's basically an announcement for that.
Yeah, I feel like you guys just like twisting my nostalgia factors.
I'm not sorry.
They're too young.
You know what?
Do you people not remember fucking Professor Oak?
Well, I mean, the game was cool. I think we can all agree with that.
It doesn't.
Chat, out of you all fine folks, who here is excited for Snap?
I'm just gonna download the original Snap on an emulator.
I'm gonna hurt you. I'm gonna hurt you right now.
Okay, fly over to Rhode Island. Good luck with that.
Okay. You do not diss Snap like that.
I wonder if they're gonna have you know how the original one, they had like artificial receptors, emotions, like special.
Yeah, like you had to like have Pikachu use Thunder. Well, two of them. The third one's like you just gotta knock Moltres' egg into the lava and it comes out.
I wonder if they're gonna do something with the Galarian birds.
No.
That'd be cool. Hey, there's so much we still don't know about this game.
Okay, so, I don't know, like Snap to me was like back when like Pokemon was like I'm not dissing the modern because I still like the modern setting, but like I like how it was back in the day. Was just like there wasn't much complex.
Yeah.
That does mean that we get to see some new legendaries though.
Maybe some mythicals too.
Legendaries are mythicals.
Well, no, mythicals are.
Mew is a mythical.
Mew. I don't know why I said that. Alright.
I hope we get to see Kyogre.
Yo, okay guys, I have an idea. So, if you could only put 5 legendaries in new Pokemon Snap, who would you put in?
I would
The
put...
Galarian birds.
That is honestly kind of tricky. I'd probably say, as for the trio I'd pick,
No, I think he's saying just like the 5 legendaries you just want.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying if I were to pick 5 legendaries, 3 out of those 5 would be.
I think the Sword of Shield legendary.
Oh, the Sword of Judgment will be so good in the game.
That'd be cool. That'd be really cool.
Bro, imagine you're just like vibing in Pokemon Snap. You know, you're like in the machine mobile thing. You're just vibing, and then suddenly a Turtlenax and Tornadus comes out of everywhere, and like nowhere, just kills you.
Imagine.
Wait, no,
Just
where'd
like-
Trey go?
On the trailer!
Trey! Well, rip.
Alex, get your ass in here right now.
What do you want me to do?
Oh, you're already here. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm very much here.
It's Trey who left.
We lost Trey. Oh, he typed them. Alright, you viewers, you two viewers, what do you think happened to Trey?
Probably died again.
As he types, we will await the answer.
Ah, well.
What happened to Trey?
Oh,
Back
yeah, we'll
in
put
10
some
minutes, we
food.
need to pick up food. Dang, Trey. Okay.
Alright, goggles, I think we should move on to the next topic now.
Alright. Now, I'm not gonna spend time talking about the Gen 4 stuff because that's rumors and like, we don't have any info. All info we just got is just like a leak website, which is blocked.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So instead, we're gonna be talking about the newest opening.
Hey.
Because we didn't do that last week because Personal Matters came up.
That's fine.
Understandable.
No. Not just about like Trey told me one time. Trey told me like during the week, like you guys were kind of worried. My mindset was all like, "Oh, that's sweet." No, and my mindset was like this. Nah, we don't give a shit how he feels. We just want to talk about the opening.
No, we care about you. We care about
Love
you.
chocolates.
Thank you, though. But
With you.
okay, I'm not gonna. Two things. One, I'm only gonna show this one image of Gary for two reasons. Number one, the opening's been out for like a week now. For like a few weeks now. So there's no real point in me getting screenshots for an opening we already know. And two, I'm gonna say this is actually one of the more fun openings out there. So I want people to actually view it themselves.
Alright.
Yeah. Alrighty. So, 1, 2, 3, version 3, boys.
What's he fucking
More
do?
like 333, am I right?
Shut the hell up, Alex. You're not funny.
Thank you.
That wasn't a compliment.
It is-
Hello, hey there, Raboot fanboy. So, opening 3. Didn't really give us much other than 2 characters. One I don't really give 2 wits about. The other one I'm more questioned than enjoyed.
Okay, you go first then, Goggles.
Alright. It's Iris and Gary. Okay, so before I actually get into this topic, how do we actually feel about the opening itself? Like, excluding the Iris and Gary thing? Because personally,
Yeah, because that's what we're definitely going to spend the most time on.
that's literally a 2 second worth of screens, 2 seconds worth of footage. We're going to talk for like half an hour.
My opinion on art is I think the song is pretty good. I prefer the second version of the song, but the song's still pretty good. And as for the visuals, these are my favorite visuals just because. So, do you guys remember the first opening at the beginning? There was that scene of all the regions and the starter Pokemon. And then in the second version of the opening, there was a scene of all the regions and their legendaries.
Yeah.
And I thought those were cool, but like they went on for too long without any action. Whereas this version of the opening just got rid of that scene completely in favor of putting in Grookey and go seeing Suicune. And there's just no wasted space in this opening. It's all action. There's no filler in the opening, I guess, and that's why I learned this year.
Yeah, we're in openings.
Yeah, opening filler.
I have to say this is probably my favorite opening visually, least favorite vocally.
Oh, okay, hang on. Let me just block you right now. Let me just block you.
The people didn't do a bad job. I just prefer the other voices. But like, it's definitely my favorite opening visually. I think the opening visuals are absolutely amazing, especially the Ash versus Leon thing. That's getting me really excited.
Beautiful.
So good looking. The road trip with their Charizard.
The Charizard.
I mean, that was pretty sick. And then, like, yeah, I mean, it just, the opening, it gives me hope for Journeys until this week's episode came out, but, yeah.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
But yeah, no, yeah. In my opinion, definitely.
Alright, there's what I want to say to you fuckers. I love the visuals. The song, though... Yeah, opening 2's better.
Hey, get Goggles, my man.
Goggles, truly man of culture.
I'm not gonna diss, though, like, the singers, though, because they did a good job. Like, I like the vibes this opening gives me. You wanna know what this opening gives me vibes of? It low-key gives me Sun and Moon vibes. In a good way.
Okay.
I was gonna say, he's gonna go in a rant, but okay.
The reason I say that is because all the Hellllloooo openings, well, they don't have much action to them. They have heart. Like, they have, like, fun and carefree. And that's what this opening gave me when we see Ash, Go, Koharu, and Leon, fuck Leon, driving across the desert, and you see everyone freaking out because he's bad at directions.
Bro, Leon just tilting his head at the map is the funniest shit in the entire opening.
Oh, yeah, I'm done this song. I'm pants with directions. God.
Like, like, the visuals are fun. Like, the idea of a road trip arc is something I would love to see, because I'm a fan of road trips, like, just in general. Like, whether it's like I go on a road trip myself, or like there's a movie about a road trip, or like an arc about travel. Road travel is like one of my favorite things to do in my free time, which I can't do right now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I like the premise. I love seeing that type of stuff, so I hope we get to see that in Journeys. Will they do it? I don't fucking know. It's Journeys. But I think it's time for us to actually talk about the real thing that people want us to talk about, the opening. Now that we, like, set that aside.
So, the real thing of the opening. So, do you mean the part where Chloe's holding an Eevee? Because, like, I thought it was pretty cool that they revealed she would be getting an Eevee. That's, like, such a crazy thing that she's getting a Pokemon. So that was just an amazing part of the opening, knowing that she's taking that step as a trainer.
Alright, buddy, stop talking.
I'm gonna hurt you.
So Iris and Gary looked at Oak. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited. Like,
Yeah.
Alright. Now, don't get the wrong idea, folks. Don't get the wrong idea. I like Gary.
Alright.
But I do have questions. Now, you guys correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't the officials state that, like, Gary's coming out of retirement to do the World Championship now?
yep.
That's where I'm questioning. You all remember
It's pretty stupid.
You all remember in Johto, when the Johto League was finishing, Gary said this to Ash. He said somewhere along the lines of, like, this will be my last tournament, so therefore, good luck. Smell you later. Stuff like that. And if you all remember the vague episode in Pokemon Chronicles, during the Aerodactyl episode, Gary had a moment where he questioned if he should not have given up on his traveling journey to resume with Ash, because he heard that Ash was doing well in Hoenn. But Professor Oak, assured Gary that if he kept on going at it, he'll be fine, and look what happened at Diamond Pearl. Gary helped out during the galactic stuff, and therefore civilized his role as being a researcher. So why the living hell would he decide to go back to become a battler?
Because he wants to battle Dante-san. Oh my god.
thing with Gary is that he can still battle. You know, you remember at the end of AG where he beat Ash in a battle. Like, he's still a Pokemon trainer, that's fine. Like, he's a researcher first and foremost, which is why it makes no sense for him to be in the World Championships. The only way I could see it working is if he was like, I'm not here to battle Leon, I'm here to fight strong trainers and, like, analyze their Pokemon. But I don't think that's what they're gonna do, and it's very infuriating.
It's something, knowing Journey's and their convoluted mess of writing, it's gonna be something along the lines of, I came out of retirement because I want to become the best trainer in the world, like Leon! And I'll say, you're my rival forever, Ash, we need to battle!
What's up, guys?
Go! Hey!
We're talking about the opening, Kuro.
Okay. Yeah, sure thing. I just finished dinner. I thought it was 9 p.m.
Yeah, Goggles made it earlier today.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I know that Goggles said noon his time, but I don't know what happened, and I confused the hours or whatever. Anyways,
That's all good.
It is all A-okay. Alright, so, Kuro, we're talking about Gary. What do you have to say about Gary?
wait, did you already talk about Iris, or are we...
No, we haven't talked about Iris yet.
Okay, so, honestly, my opinions about the character of Gary is that, I like the fact that he's returning because the character of Gary Oak always gave Ash those reality checks, like, he won the Orange Islands, gets beat down, he won the Battle Frontier, gets beat down again, so the character of Gary always made Ash, like, more serious, like, Johto, we actually battled the gyms, Sinnoh, he was ready to actually face the character of Paul, so the character of Gary always brings a tone of seriousness in the show, and I think that keeping the whole thing of the PWC battles, it's what we need. I love the fact that he has the Art Gold and Soul Silver outfit, because last time we saw him, he has the Fire Red and Leaf Green one, because it was 2009, so Art Gold and Soul Silver was being released, so they didn't change the outfits just because it was ending. The fact that he's a researcher, so that's Go's whole shtick. He might be helping Ash to battle and learn more. And he has an Umbreon, so that's Eevee's whole so that's Koharu's whole shtick because of Eevee. Because Ash is Let's Go Pikachu, Koharu's Let's Go Eevee, and Go is, well, Pokemon Go. So I think there's potential for Gary to help the entire trio.
Real quick.
Not to mention that I think that Gary will be the one character to introduce Gigantamax Blastoise into the anime.
Yes.
Boo. Okay, now hold on, real quick. Someone said this. I think he can still be a researcher, battler, and still battle. I mean, if Kukui can be a battler and professor, I don't see why Gary could be. The thing with Kukui, though, is that Kukui always had passion for battle. Like, keep in mind, Kukui was the one who made the Hellllloooo League happen. Gary dropped being a battler after learning he wanted to be a researcher more. It's like what happened with Gohan in Dragon Ball Z, where Gohan at first was a battler, but then later on, but obviously he wanted to become a scholar, basically. Like, that was his dream, because many people get confused, because, like, oh, Chi-Chi forced him. No, Gohan wanted to be one to begin with. And that's why we get upset during Super, because Gohan ditched that just to become a fighter. It feels to me that Gary's just here just to please the fans. Like, it's just like, this is the nostalgic series, so we have to bring back everything that made you love the characters back in the day. Like, we gotta bring back Gary.
Well, I mean, I think there could have been an easy way to just, brought back Gary. Like, you don't have to make him participate in the PWC. And to be fair, they haven't confirmed yet. We're alluding to it. We're assuming. But at the same time, like, most likely that's the case. So I'm just saying, like, you can easily just bring him back, make him have a battle with Ash, and make him show up, like, on and off. Like, it's Gary L. He's traveling the world. He's a researcher. Like, it just works.
Yeah, the last time we saw him, he was like helping some. I'm not counting the Team Galactic arc. He was helping just some shield on from Hunter J.
Yeah, like that was like the last time we saw Gary. After that, he pretty much faded out.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, with the whole thing that we have for the Pterodactyl and now the Dracovish, just make a random fossil episode and have Gary be there. Like it.
Yeah, that could work.
Okay, hold on. Craig Johnson. Gary battled Ash because Ash asked to battle Gary. Gary didn't ask Ash for the battle. Ash was hyped on the Battlefront 2 win in order to and wanted to like prove to Gary that he's still good. It's just unfortunate that Ash got his cockiness on us again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, with that said, though,
there is potential, but given the track record of Journeys, the expectations may not be too high.
Listen.
I want for Gigantamax Blastoise, honestly, but because here's the thing, I want for the starters to battle because Pikachu and Blastoise never battled. In fact, the only time Pikachu battled, the only times Pikachu battled Gary, he lost. So Pikachu never got to win against Gary.
Yeah.
I think you're
so
right.
I think it's time for Pikachu to get a win. Gigantamax or not, I honestly don't care.
I would love to get Mega Blastoise, but knowing that this is the Journey series, they're not going to do Gigantamax.
Yeah, I think the most likely scenario is that Gary has Gigantamax and Blastoise, and the Gigantamax Venusaur goes to Honey, the from the Isle of Armor, the Mustard's wife.
Yeah.
Honestly, I thought you were about to say Kukui.
And by that logic, it also could be May, but I think it needs to be a character more Galar-centric. And if you look at Honey, well, Honey lives in Galar, and she has the starter that you don't pick. So
okay, quick question. Do we know anyone?
A Dynamax man would be kind of random.
Yeah.
Do we know
Dynamax is for battling stuff.
Do we know anyone that's not like who had a Venusaur but was like a prominent Pokemon for the character? Like for example, Ash is more prominent for Charizard back in the OG series. That's what I mean. Like, did we ever had a character who had a Venusaur that was like his main partner?
Shauna could get one, but I don't see her getting Dynamax either.
Yeah.
Oh, I keep forgetting Shauna was a character.
No, she's not a battle. She's a performer.
Yeah, Shauna and Kukui are really the only notable Venusaur trainers, and
Kukui did have one.
But Kukui, that wasn't Kukui's prominent Pokemon. Incineroar was.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I don't see him getting the Dynamax man either.
Nah, so that's why my hopes are for the character of Honey.
All right.
Actually, you know, now that you mention it, since Karina's in the World Championships with King Evolution, I actually think it's a possibility to look at Vegas versus Dynamax now, because not everyone, like, in the Masters 8 probably has a Dynamax. Yeah, we saw Lance, Rayon, and Leon, but I don't think that means everyone has one, or has to use it, because Karina's,
Imagine Gigantamax Charizard versus Mega Garchomp, Leon versus Cynthia.
Serena's not even in the opening yet. You're talking about that shit, Alex. What the fuck?
Well, she's obviously the Masters 8. I'm just speculating.
No, she's not. We don't know if she's in there or not. Stop making theories.
She's one of the strongest in the series,
So?
She should be world champion.
So fucking Kukui's the strongest trainer. Yeah, he's not in the Masters 8.
Well, then again,
don't give me that.
In order for a trainer to be in the World Championship, they require a Rotom phone, and no one in Hellllloooo has a Rotom phone to not discredit the existence of Rotom decks. So
so you mean
I don't think that anyone in Hellllloooo is in the World Championship because, like, why? We already have Ash representing the region.
Because you can't rely on Ash. You can't. This is my issue with Sun. Okay, I'm not gonna get into it. I'm gonna get into a Sun Moonran again. Anyways, moving on. So let's get to Iris. Let's get to Iris before we get to tangents.
Hold on, not after classmates, but I can see trainers in Hellllloooo, like random trainers.
Yeah.
Just not in the main cast.
Yeah, because apparently
people are traveling the world and whatnot. Also, I know that the whole thing of like the character of Gary. This is just a wish of mine, but I would love if Gary was actually now the gym leader of Viridian, because it leads to the mystery what is Giovanni actually doing? Because last time we saw a gym leader of Viridian, it was Agatha covering for Giovanni, even though that she doesn't know who Giovanni is.
Well, no. Didn't they say that like the previous gym leader like left the gym, so now they're just looking for a replacement?
Yes, so but I don't think that Agatha has been a replacement since AG because
obviously they had to have a new one. They had to have a new one.
All right, well.
Yeah. We'll see when we get there, but I like the idea that, I don't know if we are actually going to segue into Iris or not.
We are.
Yeah, I was going to say, I would like to start off when it comes to Iris.
I just have something to say, so to have this little segue segment that, Gary and Iris, they have 3 factors in common. Number 1, they both met the character of Dawn. Number 2, they both battled Ash's Charizard. And number 3, their game counterparts were both the 8th gym leader and the league champion in some certain point in time.
And 4, they were low-key mean to Ash. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're such a little kid, and smell you later, Ashy boy. Is it mean?
They were both jerks to Ash. What do you mean,
Oh, right. Well, you know what? I want to talk about
the Ashy boy and little kid.
Here's the issue, though. Gary can do that. Gary can do that because at least he gets comeuppance at the end when he calls Ash out like that.
Yeah.
Remember the fossilized poop? Do you remember the big poop? Do you remember when he got swapped by Giovanni? And then Misty... I love this line that Misty says. I was like, if I cried as many times as Ash lost, I'll be waterlogged. Get your fucking ass in here right now, you got them stupid nuts. Anyways, Iris.
Alright, Iris.
Yeah, Iris. Alright. So for all those people who are like, why is Iris returning? It makes sense pretty much more than any other companion.
Boo.
And I'm going to give you 2 reasons why. 1,
Boo.
Iris she didn't come back when she was supposed to. She didn't get that XY return because XY had a different thing they wanted to do with their series. Completely fine. XY turned out really fantastic as always.
Fantastic.
But Iris just didn't get her return. Same goes for Serena, which at this point.
Well, Serena. Well, Serena's return.
So Iris coming back, she didn't get her return. It's been a very long time since we've seen her. So, getting her back is nice. And 2, actually the Dragonite and Iris is a bad one. They get up a Dragonite versus Dragonite thing, or Iris can help develop Dragonite in some way, not to mention that she is a battler, which means, she can participate in the Pokemon World Championship. Her goal is to become a Dragon Master. That doesn't mean she's limited to you can't say oh, Dawn can participate in the PWC. No, Dawn can't participate in the PWC because she is a coordinator. Her becoming she can obviously.
Technically, you can, but that's not really her thing.
It just wouldn't make sense. For Iris wants to be a Dragon Master. She just wants to pretty much be a powerful dragon catcher. She's the freaking champion in the game. So you can easily make her a rival to Ash in the PWC. or just someone who can battle. But that's all I have.
Just imagine actually, the best way to show off Iris' strength is her to come back and her Dragonite actually beats Ash's, but given its first loss.
Yeah.
Because Dragonite hasn't lost yet. Like, just imagine that. Everyone's like, oh, Ash's Dragonite, but man, maybe Lucario. Just imagine Iris comes back and, kind of sets Dragonite back in its place a little bit. Like, whoa.
No, I don't want that.
Man, people would rage about the power. People would rage about the power scaling. Iris' Dragonite is stronger than Korea's Lucario. What?
When it comes to Iris coming back,
Oh,
I
shoot.
feel like I'll take a book out of Xano's. I'll take a page out of Xano's book and say that it makes a lot of sense, and I feel like Iris definitely. This is with the idea that everyone should come back. But at the same time, out of all of them, I'm glad that Iris is, just due to the fact that she is arguably one of the characters with the least amount of character development at all. And everyone, or not everyone, but there's a lot of people who don't like her. So this is a good chance to, bring some love and treat her with some respect. Because Iris from the games is great. Iris from the anime, not so much. So this is a really good opportunity. Arguably.
I would say arguably.
No, arguably. So, arguably a lot of people don't like her. So, that's this is a good chance to reintroduce her to a more interesting, more likable character.
Who was talking before Pedro interrupted?
We were just talking about the Dragonite game.
Back to the Dragonite stuff. So,
Yeah.
I feel like Dragonite, I don't know, I like that theory that you had, Trey, but Dragonite's not really the type to get cocky, So, I don't really think that would happen.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's going to be
Also, real quick, there'll be a third Pokemon we gotta teach something to, which, after with Farfetch, I don't really want to deal with another plotline like that, especially the way how Ash handled it.
Dragonite isn't cocky. We want to teach him nothing. It's just Ash just not to start training anymore. Because, as we saw in that montage, Ash has been using Dragonite. He's just been using the other four. Because Dragonite is secret weapon. So just imagine Iris comes back and defeat that secret weapon.
I really feel like you like the idea that Dragonite is actually a secret weapon.
Oh my god. Guys, Cameron comes back. Hey Cameron, I got my own secret weapon now!
Alright, real quick. Alright. I just imagine that's what's going through the producers' heads, the directors. It's alright, we're gonna do what Committee Nuts said, and we're gonna bring back everyone back. Who should come back next? And everyone's all like, Bonnie, Serena, May. Nah, we gotta get rid of the ones people don't care about. Let's put Gary and Iris.
Bro, Serena should be the last one to return.
But no, honestly, it's not though.
That would be very ironic, because that's the one people want to see the most.
Yeah.
But honestly, it's not though, real quick. My thoughts on Iris coming back. I swear to God, if she calls Ash a little kid again, I'm gonna hate Journeys.
I won't mind that.
No,
I won't mind that.
I'm not looking forward to it.
I'll tell you this right now. It's more likely for Ash. It's more likely for both Iris and Go to call Ash a little kid than Iris not calling Ash a little kid in DELUXE.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, make it organic dialogue, not forced dialogue. Also, if Iris is actually in the World Championship, she will need to have a Rotom phone, and Iris is basically this outdoors girl. I don't see her having a Rotom phone. It will be interesting if she actually has one.
Oh no, Iris!
Actually, yeah, you have a point. Yeah, I didn't even think of that. Where it's Iris was never really the technological type. Actually, she's very traditionalist in that regard. So, yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
Maybe,
Doesn't Iris have well, the closest thing I think she has modern is Pokeballs, and that's just about it.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember, back in Gen 6, you had your Mega Ring and Mega Bracelet, but everyone could have, their own Mega Stone, Archie had a Mega Anchor and that stuff?
Yes, I love that.
Imagine Iris has, a Rotom dick. Or,
What?
something else to do the World Championships at a phone.
Hold on, what the fuck did you just say?
say a Rotom what?
Wait, did you say what?
I will very much remind you.
Grabs a stick and puts a Rotom.
Oh stick.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
a stick. I thought you said the other thing.
No, I'm not like that.
You said the other thing.
No.
Well, Santa,
You said the other thing, buddy.
Santa, Alex, sorry. Well, Alex, here's the thing. The moment Rotom decks cannot be used for the World Championship, no other Rotom thingamajig can be used. It has to be a Rotom phone or nothing else.
That's why I sit here and say Rotom Phone is the best Rotom ever.
I wonder what color it will be. Honestly, if it's purple, oh my god! And before her Rotom phone is actually gray because black and white.
Shut up. Shut up.
No,
To kind of
it's
jump-
black and
Actually, to kind of jump off of what Goggles mentioned earlier, because he asked a really good question that I think is really fun. Like, maybe we could put a couple of rules to this so that we don't all just say, like, some obvious characters, but what are some characters that, like, aside from, like, Iris and Gary, because they're obviously next, what are the next characters you would like to see to come back after them?
Hold on.
No, it's interesting.
I feel like
I'm gonna be honest.
Her remix, then Dawn needs to be the one after.
Yeah, I think Dawn is the most likely, but I don't know when they're gonna start diving into the Diamond and Pearl stuff. But yeah, I definitely feel like Dawn is likely.
Okay, this is my prediction. You ready? This is my
Okay.
prediction.
Okay.
My prediction is we get Iris and Gary next, right? Then I think that we're gonna focus on some more Galar stuff for a while. Then we're gonna have another return. I personally would like to see Brock or Misty, but I think they're gonna save them for last.
Okay.
Or I'd like to see. I think that's who I would just want to see next. Then I think we're gonna get the Isle of Armor, Crown Focus stuff, more Galar stuff. And then at the end of the year, when Galar and Full remakes are coming around, if they happen, at this point, yeah, it's most likely gonna happen, but it's still not 100% confirmed.
And before that,
I'm
they...
saying, like, but if they do get confirmed, I know they're basically confirmed at this point. I'm saying, like, but if they do happen, I think around the time Diamond and Pearl remakes are releasing is when we're gonna get, like, the Dawn and return. Potentially Barry too, since he's very marketable when it comes to Diamond and Pearl.
Listen, if we get my boy,
The end of year 2 of Journeys will be completely set up. I think that's
Yeah, not to mention that in the league, Ash never battled Barry, so it's the perfect opportunity.
Well, no, because Barry fought Paul, and the baby won the best rival fights
Yeah,
ever.
no, that's the thing. Since Barry and Ash never battle in the league, bring Barry back.
No,
Ash
I like...
And maybe, just maybe, please have Ash battle the Frontier Brains as World Championship.
Maybe. We'll see what happens. I feel like, let me know if you guys agree or disagree with this. But
I disagree.
I feel like one thing that could have been done in Journeys that I hope they begin to do, because they're technically doing it with characters, but not the characters that I feel like they should be, which is the whole concept of bringing them in the show and then like reintroducing them later from like more important aspects, because I think it was Xanel just now, or wait, was it Xanel? I think it was Xanel just now who said that. It's like, oh, like once we're done with Iris and Gary, then we go over it. And I'm like, I don't know why, but in my mind I'm thinking, oh, like I don't think of like being done. I think of like introduce them, do this thing. And then later on, maybe they'll come back. Like at least like Gary, I feel like you come back for whatever other thing, and then Dawn and all that. And, I don't know. It's weird.
I mean, look at Corina. Look at Corina. Like in the games, you battle Corina in a Lucario mirror match, and people really want for Ash to get a Mega Lucario, even though that means more screen time, whatever.
Gary's definitely coming back more, because on the Pokemon Info Twitter, they said he's returning as Ash's rival, so.
I hate that.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah.
Part. Let's see.
But alright,
I know the one character who I want to come back after this. Todd Snap.
Shut the fuck up. Shut your mouth.
Honestly, it makes a lot
Shut
of
your
sense.
mouth.
It honestly does.
I don't know if we already. Are we going to talk about Pokemon Snap?
We already did.
Or something?
We already did.
Oh, okay. Well, here's the thing. I love the designs. Lentil region. I want for the kids to be called Pixel and Flash. That's all I have to say.
All right, now
the
then.
Illumina phenomenon. It reminds me of Gleamwood Tangle, and oh my goodness, it's so amazing. Like, just have like one episode dedicated to Pokemon Snap, because here's the thing: Pokemon Snap, like, you take photos, right? But it could have connectivity with Go, and well, just have a Pokemon photography focused with Go or whatever. I don't know.
They probably will, considering they did the Magikarp jump, Pokemon Go.
Yeah, they did a Magikarp jump, so
I would not mind it. Like, I would not mind. There's an episode where it's like they got.
on the Illumina phenomenon.
I won't mind if there's an episode where it's like Ash and Go and Koharu have to go to like this like location, and they're having like this big competition to take pictures of Pokemon. And whoever gets the rare...
I know exactly
and let me finish! Let me finish!
I know
Jesus
exactly
Christ,
what's going to do in that episode. It'll be Alexa, and Trip.
Jesus fucking Christ, Carl, let me finish! Let me finish, you rude ass bastard!
It's going to be Alexa and Trip now going to show up.
This is why we can't trust you in anything, Carl. You're so rude.
Yes, Trip, the best rival ever.
I mean, maybe not in the canon anime.
Before.
You don't know. Give us a promotion, okay?
You don't know. Okay, before. What? Okay, silence. Okay then.
Why is still the picture on Gary Goggles?
Because we're about to go to the next topic. Before that, I want to bring up a potential episode until you rudely interrupted me. Moving on. Moving on. What picture was this again? Oh, right. Alright.
Yeah, it's sounding very staticky, buddy.
You're very staticky. Shut up. I'm not really mad, by the way. I just think it's funny how Coral just, like, interrupted me like that. Hello?
I have no idea if anyone can hear anything.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, Goggles, like, what the hell, man?
Is my audio good now?
I think so, yeah. You're talking, we're listening, so yeah.
Okay, then. Now, moving aside after being rudely interrupted, we got an episode to review, and that's the dracovish episode. Woo!
Oh, shoot.
Okay.
Wait, there was an episode attached to that opening? Okay.
That joke's old. What?
No, I'm pretty sure you just got opening preview.
No.
Alright, now, okay, yes, I know, we're a week late, but like I said, some things came up, so I had to take care of that. So, we're not going to get into this topic too long. I'm just going to give a brief summary, a really brief one, and then we'll move on. Okay, so this episode, Ash catches dracovish. Okay, moving on. Alright.
It's the only thing that matters.
Wait, are we not going to discuss the fact that Go caught Boldart, one of Ash's most iconic Pokemon?
Who cares?
No, you mean the most iconic Pokemon?
True.
Hey, guys, this further confirms that Ash's Boulder came back into 26.
Shut up. Shut up. That episode's not canon.
No, he has a point.
Shut up. That episode's not canon.
Not canon,
Okay, I'm sorry. Do you count the March Time episode canon?
Yeah.
I mean, it is canon. It just sucks.
Maybe you suck.
Oh.
No.
Also,
Go suck the stick.
I like how the whole episode, like, Koharu almost dies 3 times.
Oh, God.
Like, she needs to, like, if not for Ash and Go, she would not adjust to the wildlife. So, just pointing that out.
Alright.
And the whole thing that people like, okay, so each of them now has an electric type per se, like not counting Go's Raichu, of course, but we have Pikachu, Arctozolt, and Yamper. Poor Yamper, don't get labbed. Like, you're not doing anything. Don't get far fetched. Like, don't make the EV be the new real. Like,
Actually, kind of think of it. Did Yamper even came with Koharu when she went to Slateport City for that one episode?
He did not. He stayed at home with.
Because he's a family pet. He's a family pet.
Yeah, like she doesn't. They're not having her taking Yamper anywhere. It's just disrespectful.
Do you take your dog everywhere? Do you take your puppy everywhere?
It's weird though because they focused so much on her battling with Yamper in some of the episodes.
I will very much remind us all that Yamper is actually the Sakuraki's family, not just Koharu's.
I mean, yeah, he's technically Cerise's Pokemon, Professor Cerise's Pokemon, because the first Pokemon she registered to her next was, well, Eevee, and
it's the Eevee, so there you go. So shut up. I'm not mad technically. I'm not really mad. I'm just making jokes.
Alright, yeah. I mean, I really don't know what else to say for this episode besides, Ash caught Dracovish.
Okay, because of that, wouldn't okay, because of, okay, hold on, okay, Zeno, hold on.
I'm not going to discuss the Ash will get Rookie I'm just
Okay, hold on. Because what Zeno just said, we're gonna forget about the newest episode from yesterday, and we're gonna spend an hour, the rest of the stream talking about this episode.
I'm just kidding.
Okay, but no, okay. On a season though, the only thing I can really bring out this episode is a few things. Carl is here. We got to see the Galarian fossils and Ash caught Dracovish and making a water type. That. And the Rookie teams. Overall,
Alright, I feel like
5.5 out of 10.
I'll give it a 6. A solid 6.
Kuro, we should break those.
Me and Nut, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm here.
The episode would be a 4 out of 10 if not for Koharu. Koharu just gives it 2 extra points to each episode. If an episode, for me, each episode that has Koharu in it gets 20%. If it's a 10 out of 10, it's a 12 out of 10.
I will very much to the point out we have an episode review, Koro.
This episode rating was a 4.
Oh wait, so are we rating it or no?
Yeah, we're rating the episode right now, the Dracovish episode.
Yeah, I'll probably give it I'll give it like a 6 or 7 out of 10. I liked it. It was fine. It was
Really?
no. I mean, like the thing is, I know that some people are a little indifferent to the episode, but like at the same time, I'm like, it was. Keep in mind, this is the first episode. This is the first episode back from the hiatus, and it was not a bad episode to return to.
It wasn't a hiatus.
We end up having a couple of the hiatus for the winter hiatus, where we didn't have an episode for like a week or two.
It's a holiday break, you fucking idiot.
Well, I guess whatever works, but like basically we have a new.
You don't call winter break a winter hiatus.
For a guy who self-proclaims the media not to have jack shit of terminology, bro.
Oh god.
Oh, shots fired!
Moving on. Trey, what's your rating for this episode?
It's about 5. It's not. I agree with that. It's a good episode to come back on. It shows, Ash, Go, and Chloe, and they're all working towards their goal. Ash is getting new Pokemon for the championship. Those character Pokemon, and Chloe's trying to learn. But that's all I get. The captions was weak.
Hater.
Kind of boring.
In my defense, I just woke up. So.
You're a hater.
Also, this episode has shipping moments for me between Go and Koharu. So,
Oh my goodness.
okay, maybe I'll give it a 7.
Oh my god. Zeno, give your rating so we can move on.
I thought it was my least favorite Ash capture, ever.
You're a hater.
Dracovish is an amazing being of nature, and if you dislike him, you are just fundamentally wrong.
I just hope he learns Rain Dance in order for him to breathe in battle.
Oh, there you go, Trey. There you go, Trey. Rain Dance fixes everything. So fuck you.
Okay, and then
I'm saying him, but the fossils are genderless.
It's turn to speed.
I think, but I'm gonna be honest. I think we're all here for one thing.
Give your fucking rating already. Jesus Christ.
Who's excited to talk about the next week episode's preview? I cannot wait for them to go pick weeds at a farm.
Oh, get Koga's coming back.
Okay, so therefore, so we can confirm that Zeno's rating is a 10 out of 10. Okay, let's get going.
Koga's coming back to pick the weed.
Alright. We surprisingly have enough time to talk about this episode. So, with that said, let's actually get to the actual episode. Well, the newest episode of Journeys. So, you guys ready?
I'm gonna go last because I'm gonna go on a rant. Okay, enjoy your time.
Well, I don't know if I'm ready. Apparently, freaking, I don't know nothing.
Alright, so here's what went down. Okay, this episode. The episode apparently heard the fandom when they said that we haven't seen any World Championship fights. So what they decided to do is to have majority of the World Championships or World Coronation Series fights happen off Screenland in a freaking blink and you'll miss it screenshot. This one right here, and telling us that Edge and break 400 and something. Anyways, after that, 415, my bad. Anyways, after that, Edge is training with all of his Pokemon except for Dracovish because apparently Journey doesn't like showing off the newest Pokemon. Except for Farfetch, anyways. Farfetch isn't training at all because he felt neglected because of Ash, so he whacks Ash with a stick. Huh, when have we heard of stick? Alex. Anyways, when Go gets a notification on his phone saying that there's a Geodude horde in near Rock Tunnel, Ash and Go decide to go check it out. When Farfetch is destroying some rocks nearby, Geodude appears because of it, and Go catches it. No one cares. And then some hiker guy. Is this like a hiker or like a prospector? Worker. Thank you. A worker appears out of the tunnel and challenges Ash to a world championship fight. And I'm going to sit here and say it right now, and I'm so mad at this. The fight looks good.
Honestly,
the fight looks...
To me personally, it's tied with the Viscous battle, and that says a lot.
That
because
says
the Viscous battle is...
Now, okay, before I get into a tangent, let me finish the summary. So when Ash and the worker get the battle going, the battle looks fine and dandy, and Farfetch shows some pretty good tactics by knowing two new moves. Well, two moves we probably never seen before because we never seen Farfetch. Fury Cutter and Focus Energy. Focus Energy is pretty good because it helps land critical hits, which is important for Farfetch, as you can land Farfetch to evolve into Surfetch. So during the fight, Farfetch's League was strong enough to destroy the Girder's Steel Beam and wins the fight. However, a trainer with a Galate appears and tells Ash that, yo, your father is too fucking cocky and almost one-shots it, but because it was false fight, it didn't technically one-shot it. So therefore, Ash technically didn't lose. I think that's bullshit. And Ash decides to train Farfetch finally to help him get ready for the World Championship fight. And that's pretty much how the episode wraps up.
Alright, so, since Red Rose isn't here...
Wait, he's here?
I'm gonna make my own... No, he's not. I'm gonna make my own list, and it's just called Let's Go Down in Order, so... Starting with Goggles and name with me.
Alright. Well, no, first it will be me, then Trey, because the next two are gonna chatterboxes.
Yeah, like Trey, you're the come on defense squad founder, so you need to speak first.
Wait, what?
Alright, Trey, speak your mind.
Yeah, I think that Trey needs to talk about the episode first. Even before he's not here.
Damn it, Trey! Trey?
Oh my fucking god!
This is why we can't trust him to do stuff.
Wait, he's here. He's here.
He's alive!
Y'all can hear me?
Connection problems, bro.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you, Trey.
Okay. Yeah, I was here the whole time. But, yeah, this episode was actually, other than that one World Championship issue, this episode was great. Man.
Wait, you didn't like the fact that Ash won?
I'm talking about the fact that he skipped the...
You don't like the fact that, come on, finally got his win? What the fuck's wrong with you?
Ash skipping the run 400.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Other than that, though, this episode was perfect, man. The fight was great. It showed Farfetch's true strength. You know, even it feels like they were really acknowledging the issues. Like literally with the first scene of everyone training except for Farfetch, or Farfetch getting mad at ass. Like perfect. I really enjoyed the fight between the Greater Trainer. I'm kind of disappointed it's not Fury Cutter instead of Leaf Blade, but that's cool. I memean, they're probably going to Leaf Blade as a surf edge.
I mean, Fury Cutter is a move that, like, the amount of time you use it, it gets stronger within the time.
Alright, so yeah, that's still a pretty good move. And man, breaking through the freaking steel beam was amazing, bro. I was just like, oh shoot. It's really interesting to see what's going to happen when he fights Asia Slash. Because if he breaks through that shield, like, whoa, that's going to be insane. As for his rival, I think this is a great character that they introduced. You know, obviously this guy is pretty strong. I'm assuming he's going to be like the top 20 in the World Championship, maybe. That's why, you know, they couldn't really fight here because he's in hyperclass and stuff. But I think that'll be pretty interesting if, you know, he's kind of watching over Ash and Farfetch. Maybe you see him again in the Wickstrom episode. And who knows? They may battle. Maybe either Farfetch is going to evolve battling him, or maybe it evolves and then they come back as a Surf Edge or fighting him. I'm not too sure how they do that. But overall, I say this episode was a great 9 out of 10. Great Farfetch development.
Biased.
And yeah, one of the better episodes we had in a while.
You're biased.
Yeah.
I mean, he's allowed to be biased, it just means he cares long.
Well, Goggles, I bet you speak.
Alright. I hate this episode. Okay, now I can finally officially talk.
Well,
Okay, then.
I guess that's all Goggles has to say.
Okay. Honestly, alright. Explain to me how this 1v1 fight was more spectacular looking and more suspenseful than Lance versus Leon. Two champions duking it out compared to a hiker and a 10-year-old boy with a duck and a clown fighter.
This is
thing.
actually the longest fight in Journeys too.
This is the longest fight, and it's a 1v1 fight, and that's... One of my issues is that... The sad part is, I love the fight. This is a good-ass fight. The Farfetch deserve the fight. That's why I'll give it a pass. Because 1v1s to me are tricky. They're either hit or miss. This is not a miss. This is a good critical hit. I deserve 2 points for that. I deserve 2 points for that. So, the fight looks good. Now, let me ask this quick question. When was the last time we saw a good fight?
Fiscus.
I mean, Greenland's fight was good, just the ending was bad.
Like, in an animation-wise, spectacular-wise, like, when was the last time we saw a good fight like that?
Yeah, Greenland.
Yeah, the Viscus.
No, the animation wasn't bad in the Greenland fight.
No, I'm not saying if Ash won or lost. I'm saying animation-wise. Like, I'm gonna use what I said during Super and Art of Alola League. If it looks good, fight. But yeah, Karina. Well, I would say Bia's that fight was. I actually like Bia's fight to some degree. I just felt like the rematch was kind of.
The B fight had amazing choreography, but that's the thing about battles. Viscus has meaning and impact. Corina, animation. B, it's choreography. All of the fights shine, but in individual aspects. They cannot. They have this issue of merging the meaning, animation, and choreography all in one.
Sorry. Anyways, the fight itself looks good. I was heavily invested in this fight. Despite being a fucking rando ass mustache wearing fucking Beardo, and his fucking clown construction worker. Yes, I can't be the only one who sees Gert as a clown.
He has a red nose.
He has a red nose. Who else has a red nose other than Rudolph?
Not Mr. Mime, actually.
Shut up, Mr. Mine's a mine, you fuck. The name. Anyways. So, that's a good part. Another good thing I love is the Galay trainer, because he showed some skill levels, which...
Some? Just some?
Here's the thing, though. And this isn't even Pokemon in general. This is just, like, animes I've seen so many times, where it's all, like... They gotta introduce this one character who has, like, skill levels over Ash and, like... Or just skill level over, like, the main protagonist in itself. Be like, if he's, like, smart in, like, battle strategy, or he's just stupidly strong. Journeys, though, has technically two of them. Leon and this guy. Because Leon is just stupidly strong. He's just stupidly powerful. This guy has smarts. And honestly, I prefer this guy.
Yeah, Rinto, I think I know what they are going for with Rinto, but
unfortunately, when you already introduce, like, the most powerful trainer in the world, having, like, someone like him doesn't really impress me for real, since I know there's someone stronger than him.
Oh yeah, it eliminates the surprise.
It's like wow, he's so powerful. Yeah, but Leon's stronger than him. Why are you guys so shocked by that? Leon's strong.
Well, that's the thing. Leon is.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm not saying you guys. I'm saying, like, people who watch the episode, younger viewers, basically, like younger kids don't have like the mindsets we do.
Yeah, like, for example, Leon sadly is suffering what I like to call the G-Ran treatment.
Yep.
Leon is the character. It's not an issue with the character of Leon, but the character of Leon it's basically being treated about all power, no substance. It's the same thing with Ash's Lucario. He's just there to be strong and to sell, and that's why the battles don't have that wow or the impact factor, because every time they don't need to invest that much in a Leon battle, because the only thing that matters is that Leon is going to win in the end. So
yeah, because
every time you see a Leon battle,
even though everyone's really for like, even though people are saying, like, but we want to see Cynthia fight, yeah, but Cynthia's gonna fucking lose. I hate to be the bad guy, but she's gonna fucking lose.
That's exactly why I like the idea of Leon versus Cynthia on paper. Executed, they will just disrespect Cynthia.
That's why I know, guy. Like, do people really want Cynthia to get? Anyways, now let me tackle the big issue. The big issue. What the fuck are you skipping so many important fights? You could have easily done these in fillers. These fights couldn't been.
We had the March Top episodes over these battles.
These are the type of animations I love to see. These are the type of fights I want to see. Journeys, you're not giving me that. Instead, you're giving me a Launch Stomp episode, a okay-ish arc, eating contest, a Unova episode. Even granted, I like the Unova episode because, to be fair, Cinderace saved the show. The only thing that's saving this thing, two things. Farfetch won the fight, and Cinderace in the fight. And Cinderace is in the episode. As long as I see Cinderace in the episode, that's an okay episode to me. At least it doesn't mean I'll knock it down to 1. That's a good plus.
And in this episode, Cinderace was always with Go. He wasn't called from the Pokeball, so yeah.
So, episodes. This episode rating is a 8.5 out of 10.
Okay.
Sorry, Zach.
What are we talking about? Sorry, I have to deal with some stuff. I really haven't heard anyone's thoughts.
Goggles was giving his opinion and rating about the episode of Farfetch.
8.5 out of 10.
Well, I guess it's my turn.
Alright. Alright, people,
Okay, so,
time to grab your cookies.
Okay, guys, fasten your seatbelts. It's road trip time. So the way the episode starts, it's just ridiculous. Like Ash, like it's even more ridiculous than Ash returning to Superclass off screen. Like Ash was in the 900s, and now it's on 415, and he goes to 381, and I'm like, bro, is this the Galar Dex? Are you actually cutting off the Superclass in half? Excuse me? What is this bullshit? The Callus League? Anyways, I love the idea that Lucario is training with Dragonite, because Lucario is basically looking at Dragonite as the one to beat, because you defeated Corina's Mega Lucario, so if I defeat you, I can easily defeat them as well, and maybe he will get a reality check, because that's the same thing with Dawn. Dawn defeated May defeated Zoe, so Dawn, after that, she always thought that she could defeat Zoe, and that wasn't the case. Lucario needs this big reality check coming for him. Go gets Geodude, I think that's that. Honestly, I would prefer if Go caught a Machop, because it's the episode focusing all around on fighting types. Anyways, I love the whole the Leak versus the Steel Beam. Mad Pat, you need to calculate the fucking PSI required for the Leak to break the beam. He didn't bend the beam, he broke the beam in half. Also, the Iwani rocks. The Iwani rocks are iconic. You know exactly which ones are going to get destroyed.
Iwani, that's another thing. Iwani did his thing.
Iwani, he fucking nailed it this episode. I love I know that everyone wants the Leaf Blade, but I think Fury Cutter is a good precursor to Leaf Blade, like how Vacuum Wave was to Horror Sphere, so as long as he gets Leaf Blade in the end, I'm okay with it. The whole character arc of Farfetch is going from a samurai warrior from the streets, a Ronin who only wants to fight, he only seeks war, he's a warrior. War is all he knows. So the road from warrior to knight, one that fights for the sake of battle, into one that fights for the sake of protection. Because that's the thing that I'm looking for. You know how Girder, the beam broke in half? I think that Girder, if Girder returns it, I don't know. I think that the halves of the beam will become the concrete pillars of Conkeldor, and I think that the whole character arc for Farfetch, that he will need to protect Ash, not relying on the Leak as much, and the Leak will break in half, and with evolution the halves will become the lance and the shield. Because Ash is not a character who trains Pokemon who use tools. Oshawott had a Scout Shop, but it wasn't 100% necessary. That's why I think the character of Rinta will be the Stefan. Like, he's showing up as a character of the day, but he's not. The character of the day is most likely Gamba, the self-made man. We saw the Rock Tunnel for the first time in the anime, so like only the outdoors of the Rock Tunnel. So at least there is that. Farfetch, okay, he had the Fury Cutter. I like the fact that Farfetch is a fighting type with no fighting moves, so like the bird doesn't require stab. It's very Gliscor of him. Focus Energy, that's interesting because Ash started to use the Dragon Dance of Dragonite after seeing what Lance was doing with Gyarados, and now he learned Focus Energy because of Bee's Hitmontop. So I think what they are going for, and the character of Farfetch, I think he's going to have an entire different moveset. I think that he's going to get Meteor Assault is iconic, Leaf Blade instead of Fury Cutter, Iron Defense because that's the move that he learns via level up, and the Duraludon showed that move in episode 27 as well. So thanks for pointing that out, Trey. So yeah, I think it will be Meteor Assault, Leaf Blade, Iron Defense, Self-Learn, like, fuck Torkoal. I think that Torkoal's not going to show up to own Iron Defense. And the final move, I want it to be Brave Birds.
Yeah, Brave Birds.
So, yeah, I want to see a bird. I want to see a non-bird using Brave Birds. So, yeah.
Nah, that sounds too broken.
Bro,
There's something my Farfetch except replace Iron Defense with First Impression.
Exactly.
Okay,
I don't want to be like yours, though, Trey. Yours sucks.
Okay, so yeah, like the episode is doing wonders for the character of Farfetch. Finally, it took actually 6 months, half a year for the and that's the whole thing about the journeys still being episodic, because the episodic formula, I think it will only change around April, because we went on hiatus in the spring, and like episodes are made 6 months in advance, so there is still that. I love this episode, the way that Kawanagi he charges in like he leaves to battle. He is only listening to Ash, and he's only with Ash in order to conveniently become stronger on his own. I'm so glad he didn't use Brutal Swing on Ash, because if Brutal Swing can break a steel beam, oh boy, Ash would break his back in half. Oh man.
Oh, he kind of deserves it.
The Girder Trainer. I love the character of the Gemba. So he was great for what he did. We had the tie of the manga, like the Kamonegi actually battling the Girder, but that was a Dynamax battle in the manga, so there is that, because it's in Galar. The character of Rinto, or as I want for him to be called in the dub, Waldo. I like the idea that they actually.
Damn it.
I actually like the idea that they made a version of Wally who could rival a champion Ash. It compensates the fact that Ash didn't have Wally as a rival in AG, and in X and Y they basically sprinkled Sawyer in the middle. Rinto, to me personally, Rinto is like this refined version of because also Galate, he has Erledo, Earl, like from the nobility, so it's the Earl Blade. That's the thing also about Wikstrom's Aegislash. Galate and Aegislash are Pokemon that don't use weapons. They are weapons. They are in unison with themselves. And using Galate, a psychic and fighting type, basically saying, Kamonegi, you need to become one with your mind and body, so become one with the blade, don't rely on the blade. So I think that's the whole premise. The fact that Rose called it, with the whole Max fanfic of Ultimate Galate, Rose called it. This Galate blocked 2 Night Slashes and dodged 25 of them. He dodged 25 of them with Ultra Instinct. You cannot deny this. It's amazing. For the character of Rinto, to just finish up my point, I think that the character of Rinto is going to be someone working for the battle committee of the Pokemon World Championships. To me personally, I think that the character of Rinto already participated in the first PWC. And he's being hired as this prolific trainer in a way that, dude, you are going to get ranked in the 9th place, and everyone wants to go to Masters 8. They have to battle Rinto in order to be worthy of actually being in a Masters 8. He's basically like this hired. I think that Rinto is basically like how Tweet Mask is in One Punch Man. He's in A1. He's in A1 ranking, and no one can be in the S rank until they get to him. But I think they are going to humanize the character a lot, because Rinto is not this bad dude. He doesn't give me bad dude vibes, and not even being manipulated like how Halan and Leon were in a way. But the character of Rinto, it's interesting. I actually want for him to be like this dude, like they hired the dude, and the dude is just like, well, I'm scouting trainers for the World Championship, and if anyone wants to reach the Masters 8, they have to pass through me. I'm basically the evaluation guy in this whole tournament. I'm the inside source hired to do this job. Also, defeating Farfetch with False Swipe, a move that cannot KO a Pokemon. He left Farfetch with on 1 HP. False Swipe is basically striking the opponent with the bludge end of the sword. he basically told Farfetch, bro, you're not even worthy of actually being stroked by my real blade. Get on my level. If I cared for you, I would have used Psycho Cut. This episode, to me personally, it's an 8 out of 10. Also, I love the fact that each character, each Pokemon of Ashes is getting a rival in a way. Pikachu to Leon,
oh, that's one thing I forgot to mention.
Iris, Lucario with Graplocked and also Karina. Now we have Farfetch for all of these leak object, gear, characters, whatever.
Coral, thank you for bringing it up.
I don't know what is going to happen with dracovish, but I really want for Gengar to rival Karen, because Karen is a dark expert. Show to before that Karen is a Gengar, and Karen's whole thing is about battling with your favorite Pokemon.
Yeah, but Coral,
it ties in perfectly with Ash.
But Coral, do you really want to deal with Karen saying, "Bring me the manager"?
Okay, so bring Agatha again.
Do you really want Agatha to say, "Bring me the manager"?
No, I can send her. Oh, that
But honestly, though, yeah, I do agree with. That's something I brought up when me and Trey watched the episode together. I mentioned like I feel like the journey is going to give each of Ash's Pokemon like a rivalry of some kind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be fine with that. But you know, give me 3v3s already. Jesus fucking Christ. Anyways, Nut, you're next.
This is snapping.
All right. I would for a second I slightly, but not really.
I'm gonna hurt you.
Okay, all right. Nah, someone give me a timer. I want to friggin' because I've been trying to destroy the whole talkative thing, and I once and for all.
All right,
so,
we'll give you.
What time we want to do this? All right, with that in mind.
5 minutes will be fine.
Yeah, a minute. Like,
all right, hang on.
Let me see if I can do that.
Okay.
I'm gonna destroy this whole meeting not being part of the talkative members thing once and for all.
Alright, give me 1 minute. Okay. Hey Siri, set a timer for 5 minutes.
5 minutes? No. Give me like 2.
Your timer is set for 5 minutes.
Change
5
that to.
minutes is fine. All of us can take 5 minutes.
Alright, that's fine.
I'll let you know when you're getting to the 3-minute mark.
But weirdly enough, I never thought I'd say this, but like I'm gonna start off saying I'm kind of with Goggles on this in a sense. But I preferred the previous episode over this one. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I'm sorry. And for the longest time, I'm trying to think why. Like, why is it that I like? Why is it that I like the previous episode more than this? Especially because. Like, I like Farfetch. Like, don't get me wrong. I like Farfetch. I have a Surfetch, and they're great Pokemon to use, and they're really fun. But I don't know. This episode kind of just felt... I felt something in this episode that I never thought I'd feel in a Pokemon episode. And this is what I did. I literally did this in the middle of watching this episode. I checked the time. And I'm like, I've never done this in the history of Pokemon. I never checked the time to see when is this episode ending? Or like, when is this battle gonna be over? I never felt that before. But I felt that here, and I'm sorry to say that. Like, it's like, I don't know what it was. I didn't care about any of the characters. I didn't care about, I cared about...
Wait, hello?
Okay, you're not listening to me. I think he disconnected. He's going to because of the disconnection.
Well, the timer's still going on.
The timer's going on full. Leave the coin, come back.
Poor dude.
Quick, Trey, pin him and say that we can't hear him now. Oh my fucking...
I think that Trey's not listening to you. Let me just... Are you going to do it, Goggles? Okay.
We both gotta do it.
Yeah, because he's still at it. The green icon is still shining.
Come on. Come on. Hello?
Guys, did I lose connection?
Yes.
Yeah, it's gonna.
I was talking to myself the entire time.
Well,
I checked
Where did I leave off?
the first episode I ever checked the time to see when this battle was over.
Yeah, it's the first time I ever checked the time to see when the battle is over. Like I don't know, and I don't know why. That's one of the reasons. That's one of the things that I'm hoping you guys could maybe help me figure out, because I like Farfetch. I think it's a great. I think it's a great Pokemon, and I know that for the longest time, a lot of us have been saying it's like, hey, yo, like Farfetch and the other Pokemon need episodes. They need development. They need to be in battles. And now we finally have an entire episode focused on Farfetch doing that. And I'm like, yo, that's so great. Our Farfetch is gonna have a battle, and he's gonna like have this. He's gonna have a battle with this Gallade for this really cool looking character of the day. And then it was just boring. I don't know why. It just felt boring. I didn't care. I didn't care. Whoa, wait, just.
Okay, Media, here's what we're gonna do. Media.
I was gonna say, the reason why you thought it was boring is probably because you don't like Farfetch's battling.
I'm wondering if that's what it is.
Okay, hold on. Hold on.
In the games, I have a Farfetch, and I love Surfetch.
Okay, we're good. Hold on, real quick. Mina, your timer's about to go up,
I
but
want to hear what Xeno says.
You know, he wants disconnections. Give him another, like...
no. That's what I'm about to say. Two things. One, I'm gonna stand your time, and two, I'm gonna give you no time because I'm gonna give you all the time you need because you have my attention now.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say, I think it's like, this is what I'm saying though. Like, Pedro, in the games, everything's the same. Like
That's true.
Battling styles are different in the anime, and from what I've seen, you like a lot of like, kind of like fast-paced action. Like, you like a lot of the fast-paced battles. Farfetch's battle style is very slow. It's very.
But I love Gudra.
But you don't. But it's not. But like they're using swords.
But I love swords. I'm a Sora fan.
Do you love Kirito? How is he biased?
Wait, say it again? Wait, Goggles, what? Do I like what?
Do you like Kirito?
Yeah, I like Kirito.
Good. You're on my book.
That's the thing. No, because that's another thing. I was like, oh, maybe it's because they're using, like, these weapons, but then I'm like, no, I've never had a problem with Oshawott. I never had a problem with Kirito or Sora or other characters who fight with swords. I love swords. But
that's the thing. The characters that you like that have swords or weapons, the weapons don't define them.
I guess they're all speedy. Yeah.
No, the weapons don't define them, and they are speedy. The Link is the main. It's the main thing of Farfetch. He cannot battle without it. He's relying on that thing.
Maybe that's what it is. I didn't care. The battle was good.
Okay, hold on. Let me ask a quick question.
The battle was good for Farfetch standards, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know. If I was gonna see a really cool battle with Farfetch, I imagined that it was gonna be with the Gallade. I kind of thought that the battle with the hiker dude was gonna be just like, oh, it's gonna be a quick battle. Ash wins, and then he fights the Gallade, and that's gonna be something really cool. And then I'm just watching the battle, and I'm like, is it over yet? Is it done?
Okay.
And then I find out that this Gallade dude is now apparently gonna be important, and I'm like, no more. I don't want any more. I think that's another problem. It goes back to the whole, wait, this is another Pokemon Journeys thing where it's like, we're introducing a character that now we have to figure out things about them later on, and Pokemon Journeys is continuing this thing of, we're gonna explain this later on, and it's not even a character that's important. I'm sorry, I don't care about any of these characters in this episode.
You don't care about Go? You don't care about Ash? What the fuck's wrong with you?
Goggles?
No.
Goggles.
I understand Nut's point of view. Like, we have this premise of characters of the day that
No,
they
he said he doesn't care about any.
Given the track record of Journeys,
I don't care about the characters of the day in this episode.
No, he said you didn't care about the characters in this episode. Therefore, you don't care about Ash or Go.
Goggles, you're being a smart butt. Dang nabbit.
You know what?
But I don't know. It's like in the end, like I'm hoping the Wilstrom episode gives me something more interesting because I know that that's going to be a very Farfetch heavy episode, and I'm like, okay, I want to like it and I want to enjoy whenever Farfetch is on. It's just I just never have yet, and I really want to. The last time I ever cared about Farfetch was its introduction episode. And then that's it. I never cared about Farfetch. That's why you never really heard me complain about, we need more Farfetch. And I'm like, I mean, I hear Farfetch is great at Thanksgiving. I keep saying that joke and then keep kind of standing by it.
Actually, no, I have a question for you. How do you feel about Lucario in this series?
I love Lucario. He's way too overhyped, though. Like, other Pokemon need representation. I like Lucario. Or actually, if we want to talk specifically Ash's Lucario, because I'm guessing that's what you're talking about, I love Riolu, and then I love Lucario because it's Lucario. I don't like Lucario's personality.
Hater.
That's you.
Yeah.
It's very stoic. Like, even Cameron's Lucario will add more personality.
Exactly. Like, the reason, like, it's not because I'm being a hater to Lucario, because again, I love Lucario. Like, I'm one of those types of fans who's not afraid to be a fan of the quote unquote overhyped Pokemon. Again, I love Ash Greninja, and I'm never gonna say I don't like Ash Greninja. Like, and I'm not.
Xano.
I know why you hate. I know why you don't.
No, it's not because I want Ash Greninja back.
No, I know why you dislike Farfetch now. It's because he has Night Slash and Greninja doesn't.
Oh, that's stupid. No, that's funny though. But it's, I don't know. Maybe one day together we'll continue this journey on why Nut doesn't really care about this episode.
Hold on.
I just didn't care. I'm not looking forward to seeing this guy with a Gallade come back. Like, really? That's time that we could be giving to other characters who are more deserving that should be coming back, like Gary and Iris, or...
Okay, hold on. But here's the thing, though.
Trey's gonna try to defend Farfetch as best as he can.
The nostalgia is good, but at the same time, these new characters are helping new characters grow.
Oh no, you know what I realize is another problem?
To be a balance between new characters
What's up?
And old characters.
Wait, Trey, I just realized, you know what's another problem that I have with this episode?
What's that?
It introduces another stupid rival with fighting type Pokemon! Dang nabbit! I don't know what this show has with fighting type Pokemon! I'm getting tired of it! This isn't Pokken! Gosh! No! Give us an actual rival that has other types of Pokemon than fighting! What the fudge? I love Karina! And then B was like, she's okay, but that's when I started thinking, yo, this is a little bit too much fighting. Now we have another guy! Fudge!
Aegis Slash is
Oh my god! I think I'm getting fighting type. I think I'm getting fighting type PTSD now.
Media, look on the bright side. It's a psychic type.
He's still a fighting type.
But he's a psychic type.
Is it I go now?
I'm sorry, Zano. Yeah, you know what? You're right. It's just
Well, here's the
I didn't
thing.
expect the fighting thing to trigger me as much as it did.
Well,
But now I'm
well,
really realizing it.
Here's
Watch.
the issue.
The Pokemon watch. The Pokemon that Iris sends out in order to fight Ash, it's not gonna be Dragonite. It's gonna be freaking Komodo.
Komodo.
Hey, you know what I realized? We still have Kubfu.
Oh my god.
And Galarian Zapdos.
Oh no.
And
Yeah,
Urshifu.
Come from the merch too, so it's coming soon.
Okay, now that that's settled, folks, I think it's time for us to call it for this. Okay.
Dano. Wait.
Coro, thank you for joining us.
What?
Nia, thank you for joining us. Trey, thank you for.
Let Zano speak. What are you doing?
I'm ending it for today. What do you mean?
Zano has to speak.
Who?
Zeno is one of the most opinionated people I know. Of course he has something to say.
Wait, who's Zano again?
What the fuck?
This is the same bullshit of this is going to be the last PokeChat ever. And it's like ever of this year.
No. Okay, all the PokeChat fans who are watching right now or watching later, just put in the comments hashtag save Zano.
Is he here?
No.
Oh, he's here.
Oh, he's here.
Alright, well, you know what? The first episode.
Go ahead, Zano. Go ahead.
Alright. I'm serious.
What?
Give me a second.
Oh.
In the meantime,
Well,
I have
folks,
some
that's it.
counter
That's all we got
arguments
for
for Mr.
today, then. Zano's going to be like
counter
this.
arguments for Mr. Nuts.
Okay, hold on. I got a quick question. So, Media Nut, let me ask you this. Like, the fight itself. Like, how do you feel about the fight itself?
It was cool, but then it went too long. That's what it is. It was just too long. Like, and it was so, because I love a long battle. I loved Ash versus Kukui, or I loved Ash versus Sawyer, where it's like, they're like, or Ash, I guess, even Ash versus Alon, where it's like, those are episodes long, and I love them.
Bye, Zano.
What? Zano, say your oh.
Oh shit.
What did Zano say?
He said he had to go, and then
And he went.
So wait, does that mean he's done for the day, or?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, he was the one going. Yeah, he was the one going to speak.
And now a word from our PokeChat sponsors.
Right, Shadow Legends.
Please sponsor us.
I have something to actually mention there. So I know you said you don't like this delayed training because they should be focusing on old characters, but at the same time, for the World Championship, we're gonna need new rivals as well. Like that's the thing.
Yeah, you want to know who those most likely are now that we've seen them?
Yeah,
The Gallargins.
Oh, I don't think Opal is gonna be in the certain gym leaders. I feel like are gonna be in the championships.
I don't know. It's just a weird thing. It's like you want to know what's funny? I would have been more accepting of a character like this near the beginning of the show, but I don't know. And like in the place where we are now, I just feel like any brand new character that we have to learn about, that we have to figure out, like. You're telling me oh my gosh, I feel like...
Okay, so, hold on, let me ask you a quick question.
I feel like I'm letting out my inner goggles in Kuro right now saying...
What do you mean inner goggles? What the fuck do you mean by that?
You're telling me that this was not a perfect opportunity to show Hop or something, or another character that we actually...
Who gives a
like,
shit
a
about Hop?
character that can actually be a rival.
Okay, hold on.
Apparently, I have this Italian accent. Okay.
Media. Let me ask this quick. Let me ask this quick question.
No. Sorry, that wasn't supposed to be you, Theo. That was supposed to be the Russian Santa.
Look how he turned out.
That was supposed to be the Russian Santa Claus from Rise of the Guardians.
Oh my fucking god.
So it was an anime exclusive rival. Look how he came out, and he came in the 70s. So I don't think it's the issue with.
No, I think the issue is like we have a bunch of rivals at this point.
Oh, that is another thing. It's like
we already got like 4 rivals now.
We have too many things in the show that continuously are being brought up. We're gonna find out about this later, and I'm like, we haven't even finished any of the storylines that were promised to us aside from The Darkest Day, and the only reason The Darkest Day was done out was because it was so dark.
That's the thing. What would you have done differently than to develop Farfetch?
Here's what I would have.
Like this rival.
Okay.
You want to know what I would do?
Yeah, tell me, because
Gilbert, grab a gun.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Nuts Corner. This is the show where
Who the hell said you're getting a spinoff?
And say what I believe would have done a much better job in Pokemon Journeys. First case, obviously continuity has to be a thing. Forget all this BS of trying to decide whether or not continuity is important or not. Bring in genuine continuity and stick with it. We're in frickin' Vermilion City, and you're telling me we can't go hop on over to any of these other places and visit any of these other characters that we know are in the area. Also, but that's besides the case. That's just other problems that I have with the show right now. But okay, you're specifically talking about Farfetch, or are you specifically talking about Farfetch, or are you talking about Ash's Pokemon in general?
Specifically Farfetch development.
Okay, fine. Okay, easily. One of the perfect opportunities that we had, and Kuro brought this up, and Zeno brought this up, and a bunch of other people brought this up.
I didn't bring it up.
Alola. Freaking, we went to Alola after Ash got his butt whooped. After Ash got his butt whooped. Wait a second. After Ash got his butt whooped by B, he's in a depressive state, yet he freaking says, yo, let's go to Alola to catch a freaking Alola Executor. And I'm like, bruh, I better see you bring your Pokemon to Alola, have them interact with your own Pokemon, which they did, and actually train with them, because that's Ash. That's literally what Ash should do. He meets up with his old friends, and the majority of his old friends from Alola like to battle. You're telling me they're not going to want to see, hey Ash, these brand new Pokemon of yours, like, they're really interesting and really cool. How about we have a battle? Or, how do they fare against certain Pokemon? You're telling me that freaking Melmetal couldn't help freaking Farfetch learn how to master his Brutal Swing, or learn how to freaking spin around his giant freaking leak thing faster? Like, you saw
because that was now an engine to begin. That was now an engine to begin with.
Propeller.
A whole tweeting video about this. I'm talking about in terms of today's episode though, because I agree with all those issues.
Specifically talking about today's episode.
Yeah, I agree with all those issues. I'm totally with you on those.
Yeah. Okay, when it comes to today's episode, what would I have done to make today's episode better? I understand why they wanted to, but it's... I don't want this Galade to come back. I'm sorry. Make this episode be... Here's what I think could have happened in this episode that maybe would make it interesting. Maybe. I could totally be wrong.
If there was death?
First off, end the episode... Begin the episode with Ash winning a battle. Like, hear me out. Like, because we're getting this really stupid... That's another thing that I never even got to mention. Fudge. Goggles. I already know I'm probably going to go past my freaking time, and I'm so upset, but you guys made me rant.
Don't blame me. Blame Journeys.
I wanted to show that I'm not a freaking talkative person, yet here I am. Dang it. I'm so upset. But freaking, like...
Well, no, blame Trey. He was the one who wanted to defend fucking Farfetch.
I know. But freaking, what I would have done to make this episode better, because one of the stupid things was... Okay, for some reason Ash is already in the 400s. What? So here's what I would have done. If we couldn't escape that, here's what I would have done. Begin the episode not with him training at the Cerise Lab. Simply begin the episode with Ash winning a battle against his most recent, world champion battle thing, and then have Go bring up the whole Geodude thing. If that's really something you wanted to do, have them go to the thing, have him battle the hiker dude. I would have kept that battle a little shorter though, and then had there be a bit of a plot for this episode only between Ash and the Gallade dude, where the Gallade dude doesn't believe that Farfetch has what it takes, and then Farfetch, because of some kind of training he does with Ash, breaking the rocks and helping Go capture Geodudes. Also, that's a little nitpick I had. I honestly thought Go was going to capture all 3 of the Geodude evolutionary lines, but it's only Geodude, and I'm like, no! Like, this is your perfect opportunity to capture a Graveler and a Golem. You should have done that. But aside from that, like, have Farfetch train with Ash and Go, capturing the Geodudes and breaking the rocks, and then battle the Gallade, and then beat the Gallade, and then thus showcasing we have a couple of wins for Farfetch now. We have an episode where Farfetch comes out victorious. We have him getting along with Ash and Go, and heck, if you wanna, and
hey, he made it back.
Alright, I only have a little time. Just gonna say my thoughts on the episode, then again.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Go ahead. It's okay.
Farfetch chapter. Okay. First of all, Pokemon Journeys, what the hell were you thinking doing that Ash thing? Like, I'm sorry, it's just terrible writing. Like,
It's beautiful writing.
Yeah. The battle was pretty good. Probably one of my favorite battles in the entire series. Had some really good animation. I think Farfetch finally getting development was actually nice. And I think it's actually really cool because I believe Farfetch actually has one of the most unique battling, like, ways to battle in the entire series when it comes to, like, different Pokemon of Ashes. And then Rito or Rita, whatever the Gallade guy's trainer's name is, he has the potential to be a really cool character in my opinion. I like that his partner's Gallade because Gallade's just awesome. And I hope he comes back and just him and Ash just have some battles and Farfetch proves to him that. Excuse me for a second. Now Farfetch and Gallade can have some really cool battles, and hopefully this is Farfetch's rival for the series. I like when every single one of Ash's Pokemon has that kind of rival they want to get to. So I'm just excited to see that. And for my rating on the episode, I'd give it like probably 8. And yeah.
Alright.
Sorry for the inconveniences. Now I have to go.
No worries. Take care.
That's okay.
Me, actually, we never got your rating. What is your rating?
I think I'm beginning to lose my voice and I have to go to work soon. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so then I would have had Farfetch beat the Gallade trainer at the end of the episode, and if you wanted to reference something that could happen in a future episode, have Farfetch defeat the Gallade trainer by getting a critical hit, and then, continue on from there, hinting at him evolving to Surfetch. I give this episode rating, I don't know, a 6, a 5 or 6, I guess, out of 10. I haven't gone on this much of a rant since the frickin' South Florida Gamers podcast, where they made me frickin' go on a rant about how Mario and Peach didn't get married at the frickin' end of Mario Odyssey.
Oh my god.
Or frickin' an even bigger rant I went on the same podcast was when they had me go on a rant discussing why Dynamax and Gigantamaxing sucks. Goodness gracious! Like, no, I gotta say, like, I don't know about you guys. This is a moment for the PokeChat record books. Like, it's not easy to get me to rant this hard. So you have to do something special to make me rant this much. And the fact that Trey, you were able to do that, that is commendable in your own right. So congratulations.
Of course, Trey's always the one to make someone rant.
You and Trey and Goggles, you guys have successfully made me go on a full-on rant on this podcast, and we'll see if that's ever going to be possible again.
When did I rant?
Here's the thing. You rant because you care. I think that's why we botch on journeys a lot, because we see the potential that never meets the light of day.
Thank you, Koro. Thank you. I
so
rant because I care, people.
Said that journeys is
if we didn't care, we wouldn't be doing this podcast or even talk about it on a regular basis.
It's really sad that every episode it's just like journeys is collectively bad.
No.
It's kind of sad.
No, and you know what? The whole thing of like we still aren't off the episodic formula, because you can place this episode right after the Darkest Day and it doesn't change a thing.
Oh god. It's true.
No, hold on. Let me ask this quick question. Let me ask this quick question to Media
That
Nuts.
really killed me. It was when freaking Kuro brought up the fact that we still have to get freaking Cupchew and Galarians after us.
So,
I'm not gonna make it, guys. I'm not gonna make it.
Okay, let me ask this quick question. How would you have felt if this episode was like the Karina episode, where like there's like a world championship battle thing, but like it's the ringing formula again, but like when Ash fights the Gerda guy, Galatrain is like watching him from a distance.
I mean, it doesn't have to be like a tournament style thing.
I like
It can
tournaments,
still be
bitch.
a random encounter. It's just no.
I like tournaments. Or better yet, replace the cowboy guy from like the Green episode with the Galate trainer.
Yeah.
Honestly, you know what's even more funny? Like,
Forgot about
Ash.
that boy.
Okay, technically speaking, Ash is between the strongest 400 trainers in the world.
Strongest
With
300,
that
actually.
team. With that team. Like, with those... With those... It's a full team, but it's not fully developed, just fully evolved, and, well, besides Farfetch.
I
Like,
would have laughed
that
if we.
team is making Ash in the best 400 in the world right now.
I would have laughed.
It's
I'm
a
sure
joke.
Lucario.
It's a goddamn
Imagine
joke
Ash-
and disrespect to all of the other Ash's Pokemon.
You know, Kuro, you kind of gave me an idea. Now that you really made me think about it, when we discussed the whole thing of like Iris and Gary and other characters come back, and I'm realizing, I know that we're all talking about Iris like and Ash like freaking like the true Dragonite battle, and I know that's gonna be something that a lot of us are looking forward to. But one thing I'm realizing is, yo, you wanna know how I'll quote unquote nutify this and like put in my vision of what I believe, because you guys already know the two things that I want most in specifically Pokemon Journeys is because I'm under the mindset that this could possibly be Ash's final journey.
Oh
And if
god,
that's
this
the
again.
case, and if I know, I want the characters and the Pokemon to come back. So here's what I would do. Iris, you want to have a battle with Ash? Well, you're supposed to be a freaking Dragon Master. Let's have a freaking Dragon battle. Ash brings for this battle solely. Ash brings back a bunch of his Dragon Pokemon, and like have them battle Iris.
Yo,
So
already
we have,
asking for too much.
We have so we have like Gibble, Noivern, Gudra, Dracovish, Dragonite. End it with the Dragonites.
That's another thing. We need Ash to start bringing his other Pokemon back.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do, Goggles.
No, we
Yeah,
don't.
we do.
No, we
Yeah, we
don't.
do.
Why do you
Yeah,
want
we
to see?
do.
Why do you want to see them come back just to lose?
It doesn't. No. Well, that's no. We need them to come back.
Need I remind you what happened during the Tobias bullshit?
Wait, say it again.
Need I remind you what happened to Tobias during the Tobias bullshit?
That's where you're mistaken, because you think that's gonna happen again.
It is gonna happen. This is Journey's Rise, bitch.
Well, we're talking about the journeys that we want.
Yeah, and
I think we gotta be realistic though.
And I want Cinderace to go to Ash.
Excuse me?
Well, that's a no. That's a big no.
No. Cinderace needs to go to Ash, and they unlock a sacred form for Cinderace.
No.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, Goggles. You wanna have the starter stock again? I want for Grookey to go to Parker, or
I'll be fine with that.
or make Grookey the new Jigglypuff, or make Grookey the new Jigglypuff, and Grookey joins Leon in the end.
No,
Actually,
fuck
you know
that
what?
shit.
Actually, you know what? Kuro, you kind of gave me an idea.
Or give Grookey to Team Rocket. I don't care. Just give the monkey love and screen time for fuck's sake.
Give it to Alon. Give it to Alon.
But no, Kuro, you kind of gave me an interesting idea. Like, not even joking, an actual interesting idea that I think you might like. I think Parker would do great for a certain episode that I could see happening where he's gonna be important, and 2 other characters from the past can come back.
Bonnie
to
and
be
Max.
as important. Here's what I'm thinking.
Bonnie.
Here's what I'm thinking. They're having they're having a little junior league tournament where Pokemon or where young trainers to be, so they're not Pokemon trainers yet, but people who want to be Pokemon trainers can compete in like mock battles.
Honestly, that happened in the manga. That's how the character of X, like he was in the actual Junior Cup. He won that shit with the Mega Kangaskhan.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So then that's what I'm thinking. Where like Max, Bonnie, and Parker, they compete. No, I don't think Parker's gonna win. I think it's gonna be either Max or Bonnie.
You're a hater.
But this will be a good episode for Parker and maybe Koharu, so that they can see Koharu, because she's this will be a good episode for Koharu because she's interacting with the siblings of Max and Bonnie. Meanwhile, for Parker, he's interacting with Max and Bonnie themselves, and they've like become friends and rivals and stuff like that. I believe it has to be either Max or Bonnie who wins, though, because Parker's a beginner, and I feel like it would be very disrespectful to the characters of Max and Bonnie if they don't win due to the fact that they have a butt ton more experience.
I would very much like to point out that we finished talking about the episode freaking 10 minutes ago, and here we're talking about a prediction episode about Junior Cup kids.
Yeah, you want to know why? Because this is the PokeChat.
Hey, Rose's fanfic about Max predicted Ultimate Gallade. At this point, I'll take anything.
I'm saying that because my laptop isn't gonna last that much longer.
Oh, my bad. Okay, let's finish.
Otherwise, I would love to have an additional hour, but we can't because my laptop won't last much longer. So, with that said, though, I think it's time for us to wrap things up for the night, or today, or evening, whatever you have you so. So, with that said, Diglett's coming next. Diglett's coming next week. Highly doubt.
Always a pleasure.
Let me hold on. Let me just quick. Diglett's coming next week. I highly doubt we're gonna get the Diglett dig, trio joke again because that's too classic. Anyways.
Hey, you know what's the best thing about next week? We actually get to see the Suicune preview.
Ah, shit. Shit.
Nah, Suicune is being targeted by an evil force. Yeah, it's Team Rocket. Shut the fuck up. I saw the Zapdos episode. I saw the Zapdos episode. Like, oh, I want to see Viscous and Surge in the raid battle, Team Rocket. Oh, I want to see Eugene tracking down Suicune, Team Rocket. Also, Team Rocket is in a deal episode. Mark my words.
Relax.
Mark my words. The gacha machine will either A, not work, or B, they are going to call out a Magnemite and a Magneton, because Magnemite and Magneton are also Kanto Pokemon like Diglett and Ductrio, and they are Pokemon that gain 1 head into 3 heads.
Wait, wouldn't it be Magneton and Dodrio?
I mean, it could be Dodrio. I don't know if, but the issue is more about Diglett.
Because whenever Team Rocket do...
It could happen either way. We saw Go wanting to catch, like, because in the bug episode, they are in Vermilion, so they are near Diglett's tunnel. We saw Diglett and Dugtrio outside. Go met the Diglett and Dugtrio in the summer camp, so... And Dugtrio are fast Pokemon.
Right.
So, I can...
With that in mind...
Koro, thank you for joining us.
But it's going to get... But it's going to get Q-bound, so yeah. The only
Thank you
ground
for-
Pokemon that Go has, it's Golok.
Thank you for joining us, Koro.
As always, Goggles. Thank you for having me, bro.
Thank you for joining us, Media Nut.
No more fighting type rivals!
Okay, with that said, we need to bring back Chuck again.
Hey, what if Maylene shows up for Sinnoh with her Lucario?
It's gonna happen.
No more fighting type rivals!
Hey, I think I feel. Anyways, Trey, thank you for joining us for first time ever.
First time.
First time ever.
Bitch.
Yeah, made it to the first stream of the year. That's a good thing.
Yeah, but Trey, your journeys. You're basically journeys. You're so unpredictable. Yeah.
But we love you nonetheless.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you love the Looney Colo episode?
Appreciate it. You love the Ludicolo episode.
You love the Looney Colo episode. I don't like it.
The journey
Mark
starts.
stuff in the mud? That's so sucks.
Then why do you praise it?
I don't.
You told me last night that you loved that episode more than all of Sun and Moon.
Goggles,
With that in mind...
stop projecting, Goggles. Don't bullshit Trey with this.
I'll
With that in
bull-
mind, thank you for coming to the PokeChat,
Anyway,
everybody.
thank you guys for joining
us.
us. Thank you guys for joining us for this weekend's PokeChat Live. Check these guys out with the Media Nut, Coral Blitz, Strayman1 on their socials. And we'll be back next week for the Diglett episode and the preview for the bullshit-ass Suicune episode, because I'm not looking forward to that shit at all whatsoever.
Yeah.
And
Wash your fucking hands.
you're not TSS, shut the fuck up.
Okay, sorry.
Hands you flippin' wash.
Oh my fuck.
Also, guys, that you know that one gulping thing in the preview that looks like it's going to be another 2-in-1 episode. So be on the lookout.
What?
Oh, yeah,
What?
Yeah.
Didn't they not learn the lesson?
No.
Bro,
Yeah.
that would be hilarious. Imagine if Grookey is actually one of those 2-in-1 episodes.
Oh, I'm gonna be
That's so bad.
I'm gonna be pissed.
That would be so bad.
I cannot wait for KG to do the part because KG already told yesterday when Grookey shows up, I'm going to censor every single picture that he gets, like frame by. Oh my! He's going to frame censor the monkey.
What did the monkey do? It's cute.
Well, here's the thing. Pokemon has a bad track record with monkeys besides Infernape. Primeape got released. Ambipom got
We don't
released.
talk about.
Fansage, Lamau, Passimian, he got banned in the US.
And it's sad too, because that's my favorite episode of Sun and Moon.
So yeah, if you are not Fansage, you are not a grass monkey.
So
That
that's
matters.
why. I like Pansy Sun, of course.
Silent for journeys.
Yeah, what boy.
Oscar silent.
No, fuck Iris and a super puppy hair.
True silent.
Bro, she's going to get fractured and evolve into Axorus. Just you watch.
Stop being a hater to Silent. What did he do to you?
It's tasting time.
That was hilarious. It's better than fucking having a cringy ass face on my face.
I'll give this to Silent. His VA is the guy who voices Light Yagami, so he gets a pass.
Wait, like Yagami?
Yeah.
From
the same-
Death Note?
Yeah, it's the same VA, like how Clement's VA is the same as Eren from Attack on Titan.
Wasn't the anime always having like a voice from like a really serious like show?
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and more.
Big dogs from Deku from My Hero Academia.
Okay, let me
Yeah,
rephrase.
Go against Kiawe, it's Deku versus Ida, so when Go meets Glaceon...
There will always
I was still not
be
understanding why
a
people
new
want that to
fighting
happen.
tide.
Go isn't a battler.
You have to defeat whether
Also,
Lucario
don't forget that Gallade is also a Pokemon that can learn Aura Sphere.
Alright, we're calling it for the night. We're calling it for the night.
Many Pokemon can learn Aura Sphere.
We need to give me enough rest. So with that said, have a good night, everybody.
I
Bye
will
bye.
never let him rest. He's going to work. He's going to suffer.
Say goodbye. Bye bye.